Hello everyone and welcome back to the Montreal Musketeers Sports Network, and today we have for you all the end of season conference standings provided by 2KNBA.com. And with that, as you can see, the Los Angeles Lakers have taken the number 1 seed overall, 63 wins. They tied the Houston Rockets with 63 wins, but I'm pretty sure there are certain tiebreakers that the Los Angeles Lakers won. For example, I think the Los Angeles Lakers beat the Houston Rockets more throughout the regular season, as well as having a better division record. And then as you can see, for the Eastern Conference, you have the Milwaukee Bucks seeding number 1 with 57 wins over the Philadelphia 76ers. And in my opinion, I'm shocked that some teams aren't on here. For example, for the Western Conference, you're missing teams such as Spurs and Trailblazers, while on the other hand, teams such as the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Dallas Mavericks made it. And it's kind of crazy that in order to make the Western Conference playoffs, you need 43 wins. The Minnesota Timberwolves have 44 wins. The top 5 teams in the West have 50 wins or more. And then you have the Eastern Conference with 42 wins. Of course, as you know, there are now 36 teams in the NBA. That means 18 teams per conference. So that means basically you need to be in the top 40% to make the playoffs from now on, which is insane to me. But yeah, as you can see here, only the best are going to make it into playoffs now. And the Atlanta Hawks making it, Orlando Magic making it. But on the other hand, teams such as the Heat and the Pacers did not make the playoffs this year. And instead, they were replaced by teams such as the Cincinnati Lions, which was an expansion team this year. They were the only team to make it to the playoffs. And then you have teams such as the Atlanta Hawks replacing some very good Eastern Conference teams. And moving on, we have the NBA Finals, and as a result, as you can see here, the Lakers and Bucks meet in the NBA Finals. The long-awaited battle between the King and the Greek Freak has come to a head, and let's get right into it. So right off the bat, as you can see, the score is 105-102. Milwaukee leading by 3. 4 minutes 37 seconds left, and nice deflection by Anthony Davis. Lakers run on a fast break, and Avery Bradley misses the layup. Anthony Davis grabs it right back, and he'll get fouled, and he will be getting free throws. Now, when you're the Bucks here, you do not have Chris Middleton. It's basically Giannis and company versus LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Now, LeBron James and Anthony Davis have some pretty decent bench players. You have DeMarcus Cousins. Actually, no, you don't. He's injured. Yeah, you have Dwight Howard. You have Danny Green. Good players off the bench. You have Kyle Kuzma, Rajon Rondo. These players are players that are really going to be able to help you get over the hump against Giannis Antetokounmpo and company. Because if you think about it, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he can do a lot of stuff, but when you're playing with players such as Jay Crowder, Kenneth Reed, Connaughton, and Bledsoe, I don't really think that's going to be enough to get over this Lakers team. But we'll just have to see. Eric Bledsoe trying to get past Caruso, and now he switches, but it's only onto Bradley as Connaughton misses the jumper. James grabs the rebound over Kenneth Reed. Or is that Jay Crowder? I can never tell. And he'll miss the layup, puts right back in, and now the Lakers are up by 1 point. The crowd's on their feet. As you see, Giannis Antetokounmpo dropped 47 points already in the game. LeBron James, something near 30, and LeBron James just got dunked on. Damn, all right. LeBron James and Anthony Davis cannot stop Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the MVP of this year and of last year. So he's won 2 MVPs, and he's looking for his first championship ever as LeBron takes it right to the rim. And as you can see, he has 24 points on relatively decent field goal percentage, but he's probably going to need more in order to beat these Milwaukee Bucks. Now, Kenneth Reed, playing the playmaker, sees Giannis running inside, doesn't decide to pass it up, and he just decides to take himself against Anthony Davis. He'll miss that, obviously. Anthony Davis running on the court. Fast break opportunity. He'll give it to Kyle Kuzma, who will slam it with 2 hands. Safe, comfortable. You don't want to do anything stupid, especially in NBA Finals Game 1. LeBron James, he has really changed the culture of this team. It's basically, and I know this isn't going to be making people happy, but it's like Kobe and Shaq. You got LeBron and AD. Now, obviously, in my opinion, AD is not as good as Shaq. LeBron, at this stage in his career, isn't as good as a prime Kobe. But as you can see here, they're just dismantling the Bucks. Now they're up by 3, and there's only 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the game. Giannis Antetokounmpo takes on LeBron James right away. PJ Connaughton open for three. He will miss again. That's his second straight missed three. Now LeBron James has no one in front of him. Passes out to Avery Bradley, who will drain the three. Now it's a 6-point game. Damn. If you're a Milwaukee fan, this is pretty hard to watch. I'm not going to lie. Giannis Antetokounmpo looking at the screen, doesn't take it. Passes inside. He'll turn it over. Kyle Kuzma. Looking at LeBron James, who will grab the ball and take it all the way for 2 free throws. Now, in my opinion, this is getting pretty sad. I mean, Milwaukee was up by 3, 5 minutes left to go, but unfortunately, LeBron James and company has been playing great defense. Anthony Davis playing great defense around the rim. LeBron James running the fast break like a legend. Misses the free throw, however. And now PJ Connaughton, who's missed 2 straight threes, attacks the basket and will get a perfect layup just like that. He has 9 points on the game with 4 assists, while Avery Bradley has 14 points. And now LeBron James alley-oops it. That's a terrible pass, terrible decision at this point in the game. You have Jay Crowder grabbing the ball, gives it to Bledsoe. Jay Crowder lobs it up, and that's also a disgusting decision. This is NBA Finals Game 1. People are lobbing it out here like it's the All-Star game. Alex Caruso, let's see what he can do. Nothing. He can do nothing. He's going to look to pass to LeBron James or Anthony Davis. He's going to get a screen from LeBron. Bledsoe gets hit by the screen and wide open. Bradley for 3 again. Oh, that would have ended it. That would have ended it, boys. That would have ended it. Now it's Antetokounmpo attacking. He gets double teamed by Anthony Davis and LeBron. And Kenneth Faried misses a wide open layup right at the rim. And risky pass. Caruso, mid-range jumper. He'll miss it. That's a terrible jumper in that time. Now you have Antetokounmpo looking to attack the rim. He'll get by Anthony Davis, but is eventually fouled. Also, I mean, with 1 minute left to go, Milwaukee down by 5. They're not really strong when it comes to three-point shooting. You have Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kenneth Faried, Eric Bledsoe, and Jay Crowder on the court. They're not the best three-point shooters. I mean, you have PJ Connaughton, but he's been playing relatively poorly from 3. And now Antetokounmpo passes it up, and Connaughton hits it. Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name, Antetokounmpo, like trying to say that quickly, that's harder than guarding LeBron James in the post, I'm telling you. As you can see here, Caruso gets 2 picks. DeMarcus Cousins is not actually injured. All right, I was wrong. Wow. I got bamboozled. And Caruso, nice little floater off the top of the glass. Perfect. And as you can see here, Fred Vogel decided to put in DeMarcus Cousins. And honestly, I don't know about it. I don't know about all that. If you're trying to take a solid lead and try to play defense, I don't know if you want DeMarcus Cousins. Honestly, with the torn Achilles and then, the past few injuries, I feel like he's really good on offense and not what you want to see on defense. But, hey, it is what it is. Now, who's going to be getting the ball? You have Bledsoe in the corner for 3, and he'll miss that one. However, Faried gets the ball back. Nice little up and under, but he'll miss it. Faried gets the ball back again. Now you have 27 seconds left. You have to get something quick off the clock. And Connaughton just throws up a prayer. Gets clobbered by DeMarcus Cousins. And that's my point. DeMarcus Cousins is not the best defensive player in the game. You're going to need someone with quicker feet and a better nose on defense to really guard these guards and centers. But, it is what it is. So let's see what we got here. Anthony Davis, as you can see, has been subbed out. I have no idea why, but, it is what it is. You have LeBron James getting fouled. He's most likely going to have to make some free throws here, and he will. So let's see what we can do here. LeBron James, he'll make the first one. If he makes the second one, this game is basically over. We might as well just skip what's coming. And, that's timeout for the Bucks. Let's see what the Bucks can do here in the timeout, though. I mean, like I said, you have a lot of good three-point shooters on this team. But yeah, unfortunately, I feel like this is the end for the Bucks. Game 1, and the rest of the series is going to come to play. And as you can see by the NBA Finals results, Giannis Antetokounmpo without Chris Middleton beats LeBron James and Anthony Davis. It's everything he's ever dreamed of. Giannis Antetokounmpo is officially an NBA champion, and he's the NBA MVP. Now, this was a 7-game series, and Giannis Antetokounmpo and company play their hearts out. Giannis with 35 points per game, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 3 turnovers, and he shot 55% from the field and 14% from 3. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that 3-point percentage, but all in all, he played amazingly, and I'm happy for him. He beat the Lakers and LeBron James, and with this, you just have to think about this. Like, LeBron James is now 3-7 in the NBA Finals. Anthony Davis might leave in the offseason. We don't know. I mean, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, they were the favorites to win, as you can tell by all the media talk shows. The moment the Clippers were out of the picture, the Lakers were basically the only ones left, and many people thought they were going to just sweep the Bucks, or at least beat them in under 6 games, but the Milwaukee Bucks shocked the world, won the NBA championship in 7 games against LeBron. I mean, the fact that Giannis Antetokounmpo won without Chris Middleton, his only All-Star, is insane. He played 37 minutes a game, and in total, I mean, I guess he just outplayed LeBron James and Anthony Davis all together. Now, as you can see, end of the season, 2019-2020 NBA awards, All NBA First Team. Your 2 All NBA guards are Stephen Curry and Ben Simmons. Your 2 All NBA First Team small forwards are Giannis Antetokounmpo and LeBron James. Of course, you saw them both in the NBA Finals, where Giannis came over and defeated LeBron James in 7 games on his home floor. Now, All NBA First Team centers, big men. Actually, no, just centers. Nikola Jokic, he played great this season. Great passer, triple-double machine, honestly. All right, following up the All-NBA First Teams, you have the All-NBA Second Team, and the guards will be James Harden and Kyrie Irving, with the forwards being Luka Doncic and Paul George. Luka Doncic, I mean, he had a huge jump in his game this year and is now the second team All-NBA small forward. Honestly, that's great for him. I'm happy for him. I mean, this is great for the league, seeing all these young guys really developing their game, and now you have new superstars and stars in the league. Karl Anthony Towns, one of them, as he's going to be the All-NBA second team center. Played for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and there was that run with Jimmy Butler where many people thought he was soft, he wasn't going to be able to be anything in the league, he wasn't developing enough. I mean, he was putting up good numbers on a losing team, and people thought this guy's pathetic. But now he brought these guys to the playoffs. Him, Wiggins. I mean, Jimmy Butler is not there anymore, and Karl Anthony Towns proved himself and is now the second team All-NBA center. Now coming up, you have the All-NBA third team, where you have Russell Westbrook and Damian Lillard. Of course, those two guys have a little bit of beef on the court. Off the court, I've heard they're great friends, but this is what I'm really looking forward to. Zion Williamson and Kristaps Porzingis, the All-NBA third team forwards. I mean, this is just amazing for the league. You have 2 young guys who have gone through amazing things. Zion Williamson, rookie season, rookie of the year, and also third team All-NBA. And it wasn't like he got robbed or anything. He got beaten by Luka Doncic and Giannis Antetokounmpo, LeBron James, and Paul George. Those are great players, so he shouldn't be, ashamed of anything. But honestly, if he can just develop his game a little more, I can definitely see him jumping to All-NBA first team, and maybe, just maybe, nothing guaranteed, but just maybe he might make an MVP run next year. Now you have the center third team Anthony Davis. Now I feel like that's a bit of a drop for him, and it's expected because, you're Anthony Davis and you're playing with LeBron James. This is your first season ever playing with another superstar. Honestly, one of the best players in the game, and of course you're going to have a drop in numbers. You're not going to be able to play as fluently because you're not getting the ball consistently all the time. But honestly, next season I expect him to be in All-NBA second team or first team contention, just like he always is. And now moving on, we have more All-NBA awards. You have All-NBA defensive first team, where Eric Bledsoe, Victor Oladipo, Kawhi Leonard, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Rudy Gobert will take All-NBA defensive first team home. I mean, honestly, I love this list. These are some great defenders, but All-NBA defensive second team, honestly, I'm a little disappointed because you have Anthony Davis, of course, Paul George, Draymond Green, Drew Holiday, great defenders, but the fact that Patrick Beverley isn't on this list kind of sucks. I mean, I know Marcus Smart is more athletic, but Patrick Beverley, his game is literally made off of defense. He's basically, in my opinion, the best defensive player at his height, and I feel like he deserved to make NBA All-Defensive second team. Of course, he's not getting steals, but he clamps down one-on-one matches every time. He'll deny your superstar from touching the ball. He's a dog. He's great. He's got a great nose on the defensive end. He's hungry. He gets rebounds as like a 6'1" guard, and that's insane. But yeah, Marcus Smart, he definitely deserved it. But like I said, I would have liked to see Patrick Beverley on this list regardless. Now, NBA All-Rookie First Team, of course, you have Zion Williamson. He won the NBA Rookie of the Year. John Morant, RJ Barrett, Jarrett Culver, Darius Garland, and then you have All-NBA Rookie Second Team DeAndre Hunter, Kobe White, one of my favorite rookies coming out of the draft class, and your very own Michael Porter Jr. and Kemengele. I still don't know how to say his name. And you have Rui Hachimura. Great players, great teams, and honestly, all these All-NBA teams, all these players have worked their hardest in order to get to this point. And honestly, I'm looking to see who's going to be winning these awards next season because there's a lot of up-and-coming younger players, and maybe LeBron James, older players like him, aren't going to be making these All-NBA teams anymore. We'll see what happens. Now, for the final part of this video, we have the NBA Players of the Year. I know you guys have been waiting for this. MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo, Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert. He played amazingly this year on defense. Rudy Gobert has won that trophy 3 times in a row, and honestly, he's been playing amazingly. Sixth Man of the Year is D'Angelo Russell. He actually came off the bench for the Warriors. Instead of being moved to shooting guard or staying at point guard and Klay Thompson moving to the small forward spot, he decided to let the Splash Brothers have the starting positions to themselves and came off the bench and dropped around 21 points per game. Very efficient. Now, just because he didn't start doesn't mean he didn't get minutes at the very end of games. He played 34 minutes a game or so. Still had his minutes, still got his numbers. But the Warriors did end up going to the Western Conference Finals, and in my opinion, it's because he decided to take such a huge step back. Now, your very own Bobby Portis Jr., Most Improved Player of the Year, in my opinion, going to the Montreal Musketeers, he was able to get the ball a lot more, got the plays around him, and as a result, he didn't choke, Given the opportunity, he stepped up, and now coming to free agency, he might be looking for his next big paycheck. We'll see if the Montreal Musketeers can keep him on their team. But yeah, he dropped a solid 19 points and 11 rebounds per game. When it comes from last year, he shot 13 points per game on 8 rebounds. But yeah, he shot really well from 3 this year, decent field goal percentage. And honestly, we look to maybe see him look to make an all-star team next year. Maybe, probably not. But yeah, he played great this year. And honestly, he looks to be a great 3rd or 4th piece on a championship team. Rookie of the Year, as you already know, Zion Williamson, he had amazing stats this year. Absolutely killed the league. Dunked on people. Great hustle plays. Exciting fast breaks. Everything. John Morant, great season, but not like Zion Williamson. But he definitely was the 2nd best rookie this season. And Coach of the Year, Mike D'Antoni. Now, he didn't get the Rockets the 1st seed, and he definitely didn't win no NBA championship. But he did get them 63 wins in the regular season. As you know, he's a great regular season coach. Finals, playoffs, not so much. But in my opinion, Mike D'Antoni, great coach overall. And his 7-second offense is going to be one of the great things to remember in this league. I hope you guys all enjoyed this first season of the Montreal Musketeers. Thank you all for watching. The NBA championship belongs right now to Giannis Antetokounmpo. The NBA MVP also belongs to Giannis Antetokounmpo. And honestly, we're going to see what happens. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.